My younger sister called my adopted daughter a mistake, then still expected me to pay for her wedding. So I cut her off and showed her what a real mistake costs. I'm 32 years old, the oldest of 5 siblings, and I've been the family caretaker forever. The built-in ship's counselor, the emergency fund, the one who shows up. The last few years were hell. My father died of brain cancer. Then my mother passed after a long fight with breast cancer. While I was drowning in grief, probate, and hospital memories, I adopted my female cousin's little girl, my adopted daughter. My adopted daughter's biological father went to prison, and her biological mother died in a violent, substance-fueled rage that my adopted daughter witnessed. The adoption finalized when she was 5. She calls me mom, and I call her my whole heart. Fast forward to my younger sister's wedding planning. I was genuinely thrilled. She asked me to be maid of honor, and with my wife's blessing, I offered to help pay for the wedding and cover some rent until my sister moved in with her fiance. I work in tech, I inherited some land and money, and helping my family has always been my thing. Then, at a bachelorette dinner I organized and paid for, my younger sister laughed and said, "I still don't get why you took your adopted daughter in. She's kind of a mistake." I froze. "What do you mean?" She shrugged. "It's not like you were supposed to have kids anyway. You married a woman. No hate. I'm just saying, your adopted daughter's probably damaged. A handful." I didn't laugh. I didn't argue. I paid the bill, went home, and cried where my adopted daughter couldn't see me. The next day, my younger sister showed up angry that I ruined the weekend by leaving early. She demanded a do-over, said I can't take a joke, and acted like I owed her. My wife, calm as ice, asked her to repeat exactly what she'd said about our daughter. My younger sister refused and kept calling her my cousin's kid, like our daughter was a stray we were babysitting. That was it. I told my younger sister, "I'm not contributing a dime to your wedding, and after this month, I'm done paying your rent. I won't bankroll someone who calls my child a mistake." She exploded. She threw a can at me, shoved my wife on her way out, and then lit up our sibling group chat with a sob story about me being jealous and dramatic. Some of my other siblings said I overreacted. Others said my younger sister crossed a line. I tried to breathe through it until the worst question hit me. Had my younger sister said things to my adopted daughter when we weren't around? That night, my wife and I took our daughter to a local Oktoberfest event, crafts, music, pretzel chaos. Then, in the car, we gently asked how she was handling my mother's death and if any adults had ever been cruel to her. Our daughter went quiet when we mentioned my younger sister. Later, I sat on her bed. Our daughter stared at her book and finally whispered, "Your sister makes me uncomfortable." Then it poured out. My younger sister called her lost puppy and stray. My younger sister told her, "You're not real family." She warned that when my wife and I had a real child, we'd dump her. Our daughter broke down and admitted she's obsessed with perfect grades because she's terrified we'll decide she isn't worth keeping. I saw red. My wife and I held her and said it over and over. She is our daughter, our firstborn, our family. Nothing will ever change that. Our daughter asked us to stop talking to her like a little kid, so I was blunt. "She is my sister. I love her, but you are my child, and I love you more. I will always choose you." Then our daughter handed me her phone. My younger sister had been texting her vile messages. One line burned into my brain. "Go tell your so-called mom like a snitch and prove me right." I screenshotted everything, sent it to myself, and texted my younger sister. "You came into my home as my sister and bullied my child. You are not welcome here. Do not contact me, my wife, or my daughter. If you do, I will take legal action." I gave her one last transfer for rent that was already scheduled and told her from November on she was on her own. My younger sister showed up anyway, crying and begging to apologize, reeking of alcohol. When I told her to leave, she slapped me and called me a traitor for choosing that demon kid over real family. My wife yanked me inside. We called the police. We handed over the camera footage and the texts. We went no contact. Our daughter stayed in therapy. My wife and I started therapy too. It's lonely and it hurts, but my home is peaceful again. I miss my siblings, but I won't trade my daughter's safety. And if protecting my daughter makes me the villain in someone else's story, fine. The only mistake I made was ever giving my younger sister access to my whole heart.